knows that song. Everybody knows that song.
You gotta know that song.
One of our favorite, most fun movies.
But if you don't happen to know the song for whatever reason, which is perfectly fine because we all have different lives and we lead different lives and busy and whatnot, and it is the theme song from National Lampoon's Summer Vacation. The first one that came out for National Lampoon Vacations.
Yep, Holiday Road.
That's right. And they went to
Buckingham?
Wally World.
Oh, yep, and they got there and it was closed.
Yep.
Sorry, spoiler alert.
Sorry.
Hey guys, here's Spicey Cat Jams. I'm Kathy and this is Eddie.
I'm Eddie.
And today is Tuesday, January 23rd. Hi, and you know what? I'm still on a streak. This is like, I'm going to do this all year long. We're doing Truth Be Told Tuesday.
So, why did I use that song? Well, as you guys are watching this, Kathy and I are doing exactly what the theme song is. We're on vacation. What? You're not at home? But the background is at home? No.
Thank you, scheduled posting.
That's right.
Where should we be today? We're in Texas somewhere.
We'll be in Texas. We're going to be in more of the, see, it'll be Tuesday, more where the southern part of Texas.
Are we crossing to Mexico today? Or is that tomorrow?
No, that'll be tomorrow probably.
Okay.
Hopefully, if things prevail, that we will, and we'll try to get some footage of that, or at least some pictures. So.
And I'm looking for some tasty snacks to make him eat.
That's right.
From Mexico. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Truth Be Told Tuesday is my weekly series where I pose a question. It's a little way we're all getting to chat with each other in the comments, get to know each other better.
That's right.
And it's making me be like dedicated to getting a video at least once a week. So Eddie's here, and as I said, we're on vacation right now, which kind of made us think of what our Truth Be Told Tuesday question should be. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think it was a suggestion by one of you.
Yes, it was. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll put up.
And basically was, where have you been on vacation? Where have you been? Not where would you like to go. Where have you been on vacation? Where was it? And
no, it was what was your favorite vacation?
oh, what was your favorite vacation? Sorry.
That's not what the question we talked about.
What was your favorite vacation? And
yeah, of all the vacations you've taken so far in your life, what was the favorite destination, and if it was a staycation, what was going on, why it was your favorite? Mm-hmm. Is that kind of...
Yep.
So that's what we want to know. So we would like you to comment down below in the comment section, because that's what we like to do. And then we will chat. I also posted on my Snapchat and Instagram stories, and then Facebook. And because not everybody, well, most everybody has found us through YouTube, but sometimes it's easier to respond, because do you know a lot of people watch us through their TVs?
Yep. And we just started too.
But when you watch YouTube on a TV, you don't have the ability to comment. So that's why I put it out in the other social medias too. So
or it's harder to comment.
Yeah, if you're watching this now, pick up your phone and like send me a Snapchat or an Instagram message.
We just started that. We got the Roku, the lesser priced one, and just to try it out, and it works pretty cool, and we're happy. So, anyways, so
this week's question, Eddie, are you gonna go first?
What was your favorite vacation?
Yeah. It doesn't have to be with your spouse.
That's what I'm saying. Was it before or during marriage?
Just your favorite, and if it wasn't, because we haven't done a lot. We've done some, but we've both had lives. We didn't get married till our 30s, so
yeah,
there were lives before.
I think mine was, I had my little pickup at that time. It was a little black Mazda pickup that I had bought. Maybe it was a year or two old. And I took a trip down to Texas on my own, by myself, in the pickup, and that was it. I just went out on my own. I truly like being on the road. Doing a road trip down to Texas, I went down to Houston, and then from there, I spent some time down in Houston with family. And then from there, I road tripped all the way across from Houston, Texas, to El Paso, Texas, where my brother lived. And just doing that alone was pretty fun. I took a lot of back roads and just exploring and just watching and looking at things. And it was pre-cell phone days. So all I had was, I don't even think I had my camera with. It was just, I just had my CB with me.
CB days.
And that's about it. And then I went to El Paso, and then I took some more back roads, went through Roswell, New Mexico, and just took some back roads coming back up to Kansas and whatnot to come back home. I think I was gone for about a week and a half. I think what I liked about it was just because you got a lot of time to think to yourself and just to explore and see things and take your time. Which eventually led me up to what Kathy and I started doing when we first started dating, was exploring and seeing many things along the way. And then when we go on road trips, we kind of go off the beaten path and
always
and do something else. So
that sounds like it was a wonderful vacation. Well, interestingly enough, this must be one of the reasons we like each other. My favorite vacation that I've done thus far in my life was, I believe I was 29, just a few years ago. But it was before I knew Eddie. Anyway, I did a 3-week road trip. This was after I bought Lucy. She was still new. My red Jeep. Anyway, I did 3 weeks, planned this totally out. Again, pre-cell phone days, so I don't know how my parents didn't have a heart attack. Their little baby going off. And I drove from where I lived in North Dakota, and the end spot was Vegas. So I went down and like across Nebraska, then I spent a day or two in Colorado Springs and did a bunch of touring all by myself. Then I went down into Santa Fe, absolutely loved that area, real artsy type of stuff. Loved that. And then I went across towards Vegas, stopped at the Grand Canyon, and I'd pre-arranged most of all my hotel stays. And then my destination was in Vegas, where a friend of mine had flown out, and she and her then got to be husband got married in Vegas. So I stayed with a friend in Vegas, Jennifer. We were the witnesses at the wedding, spent a few days, and then I drove back home, came up through Wyoming, and stopped at a few places, did a quick drive-by by Mount Rushmore, and head home. But it was like 3 weeks completely on the road. Every couple days I stayed at a hotel. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. You know, whenever I stopped, then I'd like get the payphone and call my parents and say, I'm still alive. My nose just started running. Anyway, so that was my favorite. And that's still the type of vacation I love the best. It's like me and all my CDs. I brought my CDs and my cassette tapes and just listened to music. And I took the back roads, window down, just thinking, solving all the problems in the world.
Hey, it's Kim here again. Truth be told, Tuesday. Most memorable vacation. I'm looking at Kathy. She's right there. I'm going to have to say my most memorable vacation was when we took our son, my husband and I, we drove to California with his dad. Kyle was only 4, and we stayed with family. But it was amazing. We got to see a lot of things. And Kyle's now 15, and he remembers a lot of it. We went to San Diego. We were in Bakersfield. We saw beaches. My husband was born in Hollywood, California, so we got to see like where his hospital was. I mean, it was just very memorable. You know, and we drove out there and we drove back. And it was just, yeah, I mean, just Kyle to be with there. And I mean, there was just so many memories. And like I say, to this day, we still have memories. I have pictures everywhere of that trip. And like I say, it's pretty amazing that a 4-year-old, you know, can remember that now at the age of 15. So definitely one of the most memorable vacations. So what's your truth be told? I'm interested to hear. So thanks, guys. Have a good day. Adios.
And, you know, I've been, as a young kid, I've been at Disney World and, you know, Six Flags, and they were great. Don't get me wrong, they were great, but it's too commercial. And which is fine, you know. You get to see a lot, and even when we were married, we went we took a trip to Florida with my parents around Christmas time, and as a Christmas present for all four of us, we stopped at Graceland, and we bought we bought a tour package, and we got to see it, and Mom and Dad enjoyed it, especially Mom. And so it was a fun time.
That was a good vacation too.
Graceland was fun, and and it was great. But I think for me, those vacations that you take off the beaten path or go camping. Camping is another fun thing. Once, because it's not a commercial area. It's not a commercial area. It's off the beaten path. Kathy would do the Holiday Inn camping version. Me. In my younger days, I used to do tents and sleep on the ground. Nowadays,
see, I grew up with that too, and outhouses, and I just want running water and a bed. If you can, I'll camp.
I can live without. I mean, I can.
A rustic cabin, I'll take it.
I'll manage, and I enjoyed it because it wasn't very commercial. It was just you're on your own, and it's just off the beaten path. Those are the best ones, and that's what we really enjoy to do. So,
and I think that's a good point, because like we went to Graceland and loved it. So, and I'm very much like you. I don't like crowds of people to begin with, but I think for me, I like to go to those, call it a tourist trap. I've been to Disney once. We did Graceland. Those types of things I can do once just for the experience, because it is pretty amazing.
Just to say you're there.
But then, once I've lived that, I'd rather go find the other places that like the locals know about, or the not so famous.
And funny enough, that's what we did afterwards. After we toured Graceland, we were looking for a place to eat, and I wanted barbecue, because we were right in Memphis. Memphis is one of those spots for barbecue, and I we just went on the GPS, barbecue, and then we just drove around. Oh, look, there's one,
I said, pull in there, because everyone's getting frustrated. Yeah. Where should we go? And I'm like, oh, just go there.
And what it was it used to be a laundromat, is what it was. The big open area is what it was. And all the machines were out, and they brought in tables from what looked to be like from other restaurants or closed down dining.
Nothing matched.
Nothing matched, and maybe there was one or two tables from lunch, school lunchroom that they use in school. But it was a very hole in the wall type of place. But the service, the people, the food. I know my mom and dad, they got I think a brisket and pulled pork sandwiches. They got sandwiches, and Kathy and I got ribs, because we were one.
We could all share.
Yeah, and so we started. Mom and Dad started eating, and then Kathy and I started, and we gave some ribs. We shared it with Mom and Dad, and Dad goes, "Oh God, this is good." So he went out after his sandwich. He went out and got himself, I think, at least a rack of ribs to share between him and Mom, and they loved it. And I tell you what, it was good food, but yet it was off the beaten path. It was, where all the locals go, and it was just a hole in the wall. But those are sometimes the better places to go. Even now, when I drive truck, that's what I try to look for along the ways, is more the hole in the wall, the mom and pop truck stops that have a nice little diner, because you go in there and the food is what keeps them coming back. So they got to have that small attraction. So that's the best part, is just going out the beaten path and finding little places like that.
Yeah, and it's a risk, because sometimes those places, it could have been sketch. You walk in and you're like, do I want to eat from here? Because I think the year you didn't come with, your parents and I stopped at what we hoped to be a good barbecue place.
Oh, when you went to Florida with him, yeah?
Yeah, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
But for sure, whenever we travel, that's the one thing Eddie always knows, is like, where do you want to go eat? And I'm always like, someplace we don't have. It's like, I can get McDonald's, I can get Applebee's, any of those anytime. And I want to go where I can't.
And sometimes we will hit more of a chain restaurant. But, when we went out to California with Mom and Dad, remember that time? We went to the In-N-Out Burger.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause
out west, it's a popular thing. But in Minnesota, where we're at, In-N-Out Burger's not. But we went out there like, all right, hey, let's go check it out.
Yeah.
And I think that was maybe one or twice that all we did, that I'd heard the whole trip in that area. That's all we did for a restaurant thing was just do an In-N-Out burger, and maybe it was a breakfast place. Otherwise, we did kind of our own food or went to a local market.
A lot too. But like Texas, when we went to Texas, the first time we took me, we got to go to Whataburger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't have Whataburgers where
and Jack in the Box.
Yep.
And Jack in the Box. You know, so not to say that, you know, all the time it's more mom and pop types, but I think if you mix that up with, you know, with some of the local bigger chains, it's kind of a good mixture. So it was kind of fun. That's what I really like to do on my vacations, is when you're more off the beaten path, non-commercial places. And you try things out like that, and you remember them. And the best part is now with, you know, everybody's, you know, just about everybody's got a smartphone, and you got Facebook and stuff like that. You can tag the locations on Facebook of where you're at, and, you know, so you can always go back and reminisce. Oh, that was a good place. Or if you happen to know that you're going through there, what was that place? Oh, there it is. You know, it was Rudy's Barbecue, whatever it was. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I got to stop there again because I know it's good food. You know, so...
Okay, can you tell we haven't had supper yet?
Yeah.
Our question actually has nothing to do with food.
Well,
that could be another Truth Be Told Tuesday, but it's part of the good vacation.
It's part of a good vacation.
Yeah.
And that's another good question is, you know, down the road for Truth Be Told Tuesday. What was your favorite vacation?
Tell us about it.
What did you like about it? What did you know, kind of thought? And what was your most memorable moment about it? You know?
Yeah. However you want to respond. Some people just do a couple sentences or a few words.
Either way.
And that's fine too. But yeah, if it was like a destination and, you know, your favorite memory from there, we'd love to hear it. Because like I said, this whole series is so that we can both get to know each other better. I think it's kind of fun for us to share. You get a little personal side. And that way we get to know about you guys too. So
yeah.
Okay, that's the question
for watching. Thanks
the
for
23rd. And we'll see how editing goes. I might have to do a wrap-up because, to be honest, I'm having this, so it'll post, but maybe once we get back from vacation, the beginning of February, I'll just have like a wrap-up where I say, here's the summary of the last 3 weeks since I'm not able to edit them in, but we'll make it work.
We'll squeeze it in.
We'll squeeze it in.
So, all right, well, thanks for watching.
Yep, and if you're in Texas right now, look out the window and wave.
That's right.
Texas is big.
It is. So.
Okay, friends, thanks for stopping. And in case nobody told you lately, you matter. Truth be told, Tuesday and every day, you matter.
That's right.
Thanks, friends. We'll see you again soon.
Bye.